What's up, folks? Kung Fu Grip here, and today we've got another episode of Better at Battlefield, and we're going to actually be going over two things today. Today we're going to be going over something that you can do that's going to be probably the biggest help to your team, whether you go down with your vehicle or not. And then the second is going to be when you're in an IFV, how can you effectively use that to help your team? So first things first, when you get a vehicle, particularly a piece of armor, do whatever you can to keep that. If it's one of those deals where you're in it and it's taking damage, you need to go down with it. Do not let your enemy get it. If they get it, they're going to make your life absolutely miserable. This guy right here, he uses it basically as a taxi to get to the MCOM. I end up getting in it, killing him. He accomplishes absolutely nothing with it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go on just a ridiculous kill streak. I'm going to go up here, get where I'm safe, turn around. I'm getting ready to pull up here and get a multi-kill. So again, when you've got a piece of armor, you need to hang on to it as much as you can. Now, when you're in an IFV and you're using it, take advantage of these rubble drop opportunities that Battlefield 3 has. I'm getting ready to get a multi-kill right here. I'm just going to shoot up into this hallway where I know there's a bunch of players clumped up. And, there you go, boom, 620, 630 points. That's just a crazy kill streak, and I wouldn't have gotten it if that guy hadn't abandoned the vehicle. They're going to end up losing this round as a result of that. Now we're going to come into a round of Grand Bazaar, and when I spawn in here, first thing I notice is, oh man, the other team has both the IFVs. They have all the armor that's available on this, and you can see, all the flags are burning. We have one flag and we're losing it. And so I make it a priority to do basically everything I can to try and destroy, my team's IFV. They've got it, I want it, and so I put a tremendous amount of effort into going, look, if I do nothing else, I'm going to destroy that. I'm going to take away that competitive advantage that they have. So I put a tremendous amount of effort into that. I get it disabled. This guy's going to bail out of it. It's going to blow up. And then I'm going to actually be able to go and get that when I spawn back in. When I do that, we actually end up coming back from this. So again, when it's one of those deals that you've got a piece of armor, you really need to treasure that. You need to do everything you can to try and protect it. If it means going down with it, then go down with it. If it's one of those deals, hopefully your teammates will be good teammates. They'll help you out. They'll repair. If you see somebody, one of your teammates, and you're running engineer, go up, repair that guy, help him out. Now again, this is one of those deals where I'm using the minimap to my advantage. I'm staying moving. I'm seeing what's around me. I'm using rubble drop where I can. You can see right there, there wasn't anybody there, but a lot of times, people like to clump up, be in big groups, and I can't tell you how many times, I bring a wall down and end up getting a multi-kill as a result of that. But when you're in the IFV, especially the American IFV, one of the things that you can do is just keep moving. Now, as far as the loadout that I do, I use reactive armor. I use the armor piercing as my secondary, and then I just use the standard HE round as my primary on this. What this allows me to do is if I encounter another vehicle or something like that, I can use those armor piercing shells, and it just does tremendous amounts of damage to that. Particularly if I can get a rear shot. It's one of those single volley, oftentimes will go ahead and disable that. It also allows me to quick switch between the two. So you can see here, I'm battling their IFV, basically doing everything I can to support my infantry. Kind of pillaring right here, it's one of those deals where I'm going out of my way not to expose myself until that threat's clear. Once that threat's clear, then I'll go ahead and I'll move up. Now, if there's a lot of engineers, I see a lot of RPGs coming that way. I see people trying to lock on with javelins. I'm going to try and avoid that area and go ahead and remain in cover while I can. But you can see here, I'm doing what I can to try and rubble drop to take people out. But as a result of us being able to get that back, we were able to battle back on this, and we ended up winning this round. So, to kind of review, to kind of go over, if you're in a piece of armor, treasure that piece of armor. Don't bail out of it just because it's about to blow up. You need to go down with it. Don't give that to the other side, because what will happen is if I come up on one, particularly an enemy one, I see somebody bail out, I'm going to pull my repair tool out, I'm going to repair it, and I'm going to tear them up with it. The other is when you're using an IFV, move around as much as you can. Don't be a stationary target. Stationary targets are, they're the easiest targets in the game. So, Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, leave a like. If you enjoy the kind of stuff I do, go ahead and subscribe. If there's something that you want to see, if something you want me to go over, please leave something in the comments. I'd really appreciate the feedback. Now, this is Kung Fu. I'm out.